After months of combat between Russian and Ukrainian troops, the city of Maryinka, which is located on the western fringes of the Donetsk agglomeration, appears to have been completely destroyed. This region quickly evolved into a significant battleground along the Donbass front. A number of videos that were released to the website Southfront. Org on Thursday, May 1, 2023, show the nearly complete destruction that has taken place in this metropolis. The majority of the structures have been reduced to rubble and are currently unoccupied. Some of them evolved into fortified positions that offered security to Russian and Ukrainian forces that were able to defend themselves at close range. Once the combined Russian, Donetsk People's Republic, and Luhansk People's Republic troops had finished clearing operations in the Severodonetsk-Lysychansk region in the summer, the first phase of battle on the outskirts of Donetsk began. During an extended time during which military sites in Donetsk were fortified, the Ukrainian forces were in certain instances compelled to shift their troops and equipment in order to protect their positions. By the end of the year, the Russian military was able to point to some victories at Maryinka. According to reports, members of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, AFU, were driven out of the center section of the city and ordered to evacuate toward the west. As a direct consequence of this, Russian troops were able to make their way to Krasnogorovka, which is located on the eastern border where fighting was taking place. Until this point, motorized rifle units of the armed forces of the Russian Federation have continued to advance west of Maryinka towards the enemy. There is now a war going on in the city that is being destroyed. In an effort to put a stop to the Russian infantry's advance, the Ukrainian soldiers established their shooting station on the second floor. The Russian Cup was able to locate and eradicate the Ukrainian defenders' position. The Russian military's progress in the Donbass was largely dependent on the outcome of the Battle of Maryinka. If Russia is able to take control of the city, their troops will be in a better position to encircle Ukrainian forces on the western edge of the Donetsk metropolitan area. It is anticipated that Russian forces will move all the way west into Korohovo if the clearing operations that they are conducting at Maryinka and Krasnogorovka are successful. A significant railroad crossing can be found at this particular place. If the Russians were to win the Battle of Maryinka, then the Ukrainian forces would have little chance of defending their positions in the town of Ugledar, which would be another blow to their morale. The location of the city can be found to the south of Maryinka. The settlement of Pavlovka has been taken over by Russian forces, and they are currently holding their ground close to Konstantinovka. As Russian forces have not yet begun any significant offensive attack against Ugledar, it is possible that they are waiting for the completion of the operation on Maryinka.